Shanti. This is the Murli of the 5th of December, 2014. The essence is, sweet children, first make effort yourselves to earn a true income and then inspire your friends and relatives to do the same. Charity begins at home. The question is, what is the way to attain happiness and comfort? The answer, purity. Where there is purity, there is happiness and comfort. The Father establishes the pure world, the golden age. There are no vices there. Worshippers of the deities can never question how the world would continue without vice. You now have to go to the world of comfort. Therefore, you have to forget this impure world. You have to remember the land of peace and the land of happiness. Om Shanti. The meaning of Om Shanti has been explained to you, children. Shiv Baba can say Om Shanti, and the Saligram children also can say Om Shanti. The soul says Om Shanti. This means that he is the son of the Silence Father. There is no need to try different means by going into the jungles, etc., to find silence. Souls are silent anyway, and so what is the point of trying different means? The Father sits here and explains this. It is that Father whom you ask to come and take you away to a world of happiness and comfort. All human beings desire to have comfort and happiness. However, before you can have peace and happiness, you need to have purity. Pure ones are called pure, and impure ones are called impure. Those of the impure world call out, "Come and take us to the pure world." He is the one who liberates you from the impure world and takes you to the pure world. There is purity in the golden age and impurity in the iron age. That is the viceless world, whereas this is the vicious world. You children know that the world population continues to increase. The golden age is the viceless world, so there must definitely be fewer human beings there. Who would those few people be? There must definitely be the kingdom of deities in the golden age. That is called the world of comfort and the land of happiness. This is the land of sorrow. Only the one Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, can change the land of sorrow into the land of happiness. It is surely the Father who will give you the inheritance of happiness. That Father says, "Now forget the land of sorrow and remember the land of peace and the land of happiness." This is called Manmanabhav. The Father comes and gives you children a vision of the land of happiness. He inspires the destruction of the land of sorrow and takes you to the land of peace. You have to understand this cycle. You have to take 84 births. Those who come first in the land of happiness are the ones who take 84 births. By simply remembering this much, you children can become the masters of the land of happiness. The Father says, "Children, remember the land of peace, and then remember your inheritance. That is, remember the land of happiness. Firstly, you go to the land of peace, and so you should consider yourselves to be the masters of the land of peace, Brahmand. You will continue to forget this world if, while walking and moving around, you consider yourselves to be residents of that place. The golden age is the land of happiness, but not everyone can go to the golden age. Only those who worship the deities will understand these things. This study, which the true Father teaches, is the true income. All the rest are false incomes. The true income is that of the imperishable jewels of knowledge. whereas perishable wealth and property is a false income. Since the Copper Age onwards, you have been earning false incomes. The reward of this true, imperishable income starts at the beginning of the Golden Age and finishes at the end of the Silver Age. That is, you experience the reward for half a cycle. Then the false income begins, through which you experience temporary happiness. Only the ocean of knowledge gives you these imperishable jewels of knowledge. The true Father enables you to earn a true income. Bharat was the land of truth, and it has now become the land of falsehood. No other land can be called the land of truth and the land of falsehood. God, the Emperor, the truth, is the creator of the land of truth. The true one is God, the Father. All others are false fathers. In the Golden Age, you have true fathers, because there isn't any falsehood or sin there. This is the world of sinful souls, whereas that is the world of charitable souls. Therefore, you should now make a lot of effort to earn this true income. Those who earned an income in the previous cycle will do so again. First, you have to earn this true income yourself and then inspire your family and your in-laws' family to earn this true income. Charity begins at home. Those with the knowledge of omnipresence cannot perform devotion. If all are the forms of God, who is it that they worship? Therefore, effort has to be made to pull them out of that quicksand. How would sannyasis perform charity at home? Firstly, they are not able to tell you anything about their households. Ask them, why are you not able to tell us? We should at least know. What harm would there be if they told you, I belong to this family, and then adopted renunciation? When someone asks you, you can tell him instantly. Sannyasis have many followers. If a sannyasi were to tell them that there is only one God, his followers would question him and ask, who gave you this knowledge? If he said that it was the BKs, his business would finish. Why would anyone want to lose his honor in that way? No one would even give them food. This is why it is very difficult for the sannyasis. Firstly, you have to give knowledge to your friends and relatives and inspire them to earn a true income through which they can attain happiness for 21 births. This is a very easy thing. However, it is fixed in the drama for there to be so many scriptures and temples, etc. The residents of this impure world say, come and take us to the pure world. It is now 5,000 years since the Golden Age began to exist. They say that the duration of the Iron Age is hundreds of thousands of years. Therefore, how can people understand where and when the land of happiness existed? They say that annihilation takes place and that the Golden Age then comes after that. First of all, Shri Krishna comes sitting on a peepal leaf, floating on the ocean, sucking his thumb. They have changed everything around. The Father says, I now tell you the essence of all the Vedas and the scriptures through Brahma. This is why they show Brahma emerging from the navel of Vishnu and also show scriptures in his hands. Now, Brahma would surely exist here. Scriptures would not exist in the subtle region. Brahma has to be here. Vishnu, the dual form of Lakshmi and Narayan, also exists here. Brahma becomes Vishnu, then Vishnu becomes Brahma. Now, Whether Brahma emerged from Vishnu or Vishnu emerged from Brahma is a matter to be understood. However, only those who study well will understand these things. The Father says, you have to continue to understand these matters until the moment you leave your bodies. You have become 100% totally senseless and bankrupt. You were once sensible deities, and you're now becoming those deities again. Human beings cannot change anyone into deities. You were those deities, and then you completely lost all your celestial degrees while taking 84 births. You were in great comfort in the land of happiness, whereas you are now restless. You are able to explain the account of 84 births. It is easy to calculate how many births those of Islam, the Buddhists, Christians, Sikhs, and all the other sects and isms take. Only the residents of Bharat become the masters of heaven. The sapling is now being planted. Once you, yourself, have understood the explanation of this knowledge, you have to give it to your mother, father, sisters and brothers. Whilst living at home with your family, you have to live like a lotus flower. Then, let there be, charity begins at home. You have to relate this knowledge to those in your parents' home and also your in-laws' home. Even in business, they first try to make their own brothers into business partners. Here too, it is the same. There is the praise that a Kumari is one who uplifts her parents' home and also her in-laws' home. Impure ones cannot uplift anyone. So which Kumaris do this? It is you, Brahma Kumaris, the daughters of Brahma. There is a temple built here to other Kumaris and Kumari Kanya, half Kumaris and virgin Kumaris. That is your memorial. We have come in order to make Bharat into heaven once again. The Dilwala temple is totally accurate. Heaven is portrayed on the ceiling, but in fact, heaven exists down here. The tapasya of Raj Yoga also takes place down here. Those who build the Dilwala temple should know about the ones whose temple it is. They have shown Jagat Pita, Jagadamba, Adi Dev and Adi Devi sitting inside. Acha, whose child is Adi Dev? Shiv Baba's. The half Kumaris and unmarried Kumaris are all sitting here doing Raj Yoga. The Father says, Manmana Bhav. Then you will become the masters of paradise. Remember liberation and the land of liberation. This is your renunciation. The renunciation of the Jains is very difficult. Their system of plucking their hair out is so severe, whereas here it is easy Raj Yoga. This is also a family pact. This is fixed in the drama. A Jain sage established his own new religion, but you couldn't call that the original eternal deity religion. That has now disappeared. Someone started the Jain religion, and it then continued. That too is in the drama. Adi Dev is called the father, and Jagadamba is called the mother. Everyone knows that Brahma is Adi Dev. They are also called Adam and Bibi, and Adam and Eve. The Christians do not know that Adam and Eve are now sitting in tapasya. They are the heads of the human genealogical tree. The Father sits here and explains all of these secrets. There are so many temples to Shiv and Lakshmi and Narayan, and so you should know their biographies. The Father, the ocean of knowledge, sits here and explains this too. It is the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, who is called knowledgeful, the ocean of knowledge, and the ocean of bliss. None of the sages or holy men knows the praise of the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul. They just say that God is omnipresent, and so whose praise are they singing? Because they don't know God, they say of themselves, Shivoham, I am Shiv. Otherwise, the praise of the Supreme Soul is so great. He is the seed of the human world tree. The Muslims too say, Khuda, God created us, and we are therefore His creation. The creation cannot give an inheritance to the creation. No one understands that the creation receives an inheritance from the Creator. That seed is the truth and the sentient being. He has the knowledge of the beginning, the middle, and the end of the world. The knowledge of the beginning, the middle, and the end cannot be in human beings. It can be only in the seed. The seed is living, and so he must surely have all the knowledge. Only he comes and gives you the knowledge of the beginning, the middle, and the end of the whole world cycle. You should also put up a board saying, by knowing the cycle, you can become the rulers of the globe in the golden age. That is, you can become kings of heaven. This is such an easy matter. The Father says, remember me for as long as you live. I myself give you the mantra that disciplines the mind, the Vashikaran mantra. You now have to remember the Father. It is by having remembrance that your sins will be absolved. If you continue to spin the discus of self-realization, you will be able to cut off Maya's head. I will make you souls pure and take you back home. You will then take Satopradhan bodies. There are no vices there. People ask, how can the world continue without vice? Tell them, perhaps you are not worshippers of the deities, although you do sing praises of Lakshmi and Narayan, saying that they are completely viceless. The world mother and world father are viceless. They become pure from impure by doing the tapasya of Raj Yoga and become the masters of heaven. You do tapasya in order to become pure, charitable souls. Acha. To the sweetest, beloved, long-lost and now-found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the Mother, the Father, Bap Dada. The spiritual father says namaste to the spiritual children, and the spiritual children say namaste to the spiritual father. Essence for dharana. The first point is, in order to remove this old world from your intellect, consider yourself to be a resident of the land of peace. As you walk and move along, earn a true income by remembering the land of peace and the land of happiness, and also inspire others to do the same. The second point is, make yourself into a charitable soul by doing the tapasya of Raj Yoga. Always continue to spin the discus of self-realization so that Maya's head can be cut off. The blessing is, may you be a master bestower who sows seeds of good wishes in all souls. The explanation is, do not wait for the fruit, but simply continue to sow seeds of your good wishes in all souls. All souls definitely have to awaken at the right time. Even if someone is opposing you, you must not let go of your feeling of mercy. Opposition, insults and defamation will work like a fertilizer and make good fruit emerge. To the extent that they insult you, accordingly, they will sing your praise. Therefore, become a master bestower and continue to give good wishes to every soul through your attitude, vibrations, and words. The blessing once again is, may you be a master bestower who sows seeds of good wishes in all souls. The slogan is, children who are constantly merged in the ocean of love, happiness, peace, and bliss are true tapasvis. Children who are constantly merged in the ocean of love, happiness, peace, and bliss, in prem, sukh, shanti, and anand, are true tapasvis. Om Shanti.